Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the quarterfinals of the 2015 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Coming to you live from Harrison, New Jersey this afternoon on NewYorkRedBulls.com. Along with Shep Messing, I'm Steve Cangelosi. The round of 8 continuing in this tournament that goes back more than a century in the United States. And the Red Bulls taking this tournament seriously, as you'll see from their starting 11 that comes out in just a few moments. These are opponents that know each other well, Shep, during the regular season. We sometimes try to fabricate this rivalry because of the geographic proximity between the Red Bulls and the Philadelphia Union. They're separated by some 90 miles. It's competition and the stakes today that really amp up the rivalry, doesn't it?
Steve, I don't think there's any question. This is not manufactured. It has to be organic, and maybe it's just me, but for me, this U.S. Open Cup in 2015, it's got a lot more buzz to it. And we believe both these teams, Jesse Marsch and Jim Curtin, they were teammates in Chicago. They're both going all out to win this game today.
Jim Curtin and his Philadelphia Union in MLS play come off a defeat over the weekend against Toronto FC. Prior to that, team that really began to find its way in all competitions. They were winners of 8 out of 12 in a span leading up to a friendly against Bournemouth last week. The winner today into the semifinals to play the survivor of the U.S. Open Cup quarterfinal tomorrow between the Chicago Fire and Orlando City. Game time temperature is 92 degrees. It is partly cloudy today. No doubt, we watched the players during warm-ups a few moments ago, and clearly that'll have an impact on what we see today.
Yeah, it certainly will. And again, back to Jesse Marsch, and Red Bull fans, I'm sure, are thrilled with his approach to this U.S. Open Cup competition. They played in Orlando, and Steve chartered back, had the option to take a charter flight back just in preparation for this game. That's how much it means to them.
Team comes off another confidence-building win. You talked about the trip to Orlando. It was a 2-0 victory over Orlando City Saturday night. Luis Robles with his 5th clean sheet of the season as we see the teams now begin to make their way out. The referee in charge is Chris Penso today. James Conley and Catherine Nesbitz are the assistant referees. The 4th official today is Dave Breckner. And what you'll see as the Red Bulls make their way out, a lineup very familiar to the one Saturday night. There is one change. Abong comes back.
Yeah, and this is what we've seen before, so we anticipate Bradley Wright Phillips will slip back into that wide left midfield role with Abong as the lone striker up top, but that's the best starting 11 we're looking at right now that Jesse Marsch has to start this game.
Crowd of, we're hearing, roughly 4,000 to 5,000 on hand this afternoon at Red Bull Arena. Captain of the Red Bulls, Dax McCarty, coming off another 2-assist game. Let's listen to the national anthem at Red Bull Arena this afternoon. The national anthem as performed by Victoria Quartaro. Let's talk about the starting 11 for each side as the Union make their way down the handshake line. For the Philadelphia Union today, John McCarthy is no stranger to the Open Cup or the New York Red Bulls. We'll explain in a moment, but this is a lineup without their leading goal scorer, C.J. Sapong, today.
Well, Jim Curtin had to make 5 changes to this lineup. C.J. Sapong, who's been on fire as the striker for the Union, he was red carded in the previous U.S. Open Cup game, and 2 injuries over the weekend to Wenger and Marquez took them out of the lineup for today. They got injured in the game in Toronto.
Sasha Kljestan and the Red Bulls coming off the victory several nights ago where he scored on an absolute laser beam. We knew he'd be part of the Red Bull starting 11 today. We mentioned one change, a bong in. Grella will come off the bench if necessary. True to his word, Jesse Marsch said today's game would be priority.
Yeah, that's outstanding to see, and we've seen this before when a bong is in the lineup. Bradley Wright Phillips will sit a little deeper in a wide left midfield spot, but obviously number 99 has the ability to go forward and go to goal.
Dax McCarty, Felipe, Lloyd Sam, Sasha Kljestan in the midfield. Matt Miazga, Damian Peronel together. Red Bulls have lost just once this year. The record is 8-1-3, and that's been the central defense tandem for this team. Zizo, Grella, Manolo Sanchez, Sean Davis, Carl Ouimet, Roy Miller, Kyle Rainish, the backup goalkeeper. The subs available today. Roy Miller in Costa Rica exiting the Gold Cup in very controversial fashion on Sunday night, not far from here at MetLife Stadium. Red Bulls do get more than a warm body back. Miller is not starting today, but still in the scheme of things, all the games, all the crunch, they need as much depth as they can, huddling up today, knowing that a win gets them to the Final Four of this Open Cup.
Well, again, Steve, I love the approach that Jesse Marsch has taken. Obviously, big game against Chelsea coming up tomorrow night, but that is totally secondary to what's on for the team right now. Robles in goal, and this team has been playing well. They are playing with confidence, and they're playing at home.
The players will be busy. We were sitting in the stands earlier, beads of sweat in the press box, and we weren't that mobile. It's a very warm day. Go back to what Jesse Marsch said Saturday for the MLS match in Orlando. He said the humidity really sapped us of our energy, but still they got the result. Each of these teams will try to fight through the elements today and a berth in the semifinals of the Open Cup. Underway this afternoon at Red Bull Arena. On the offensive quickly, Christian Maidana got a shot away. That's deflected, and seconds in, a corner kick for the visiting Union.
Well, we were just talking about that tandem in the central part of the defense, Peronel and Miazga. That was almost catastrophic off the opening kickoff.
Maidana, one of the great setup men in MLS, 9 assists already this year, will take the corner kick for Philadelphia. Christian Maidana to the far post. Wallace, little bit of contact made with Sebastian Letou. This will come back for a Robles goal kick.
Steve, you talked about the heat and humidity, and yet both these teams play with a high pressure style, so that'll make it even more difficult.
Off the head of Philadelphia's Eric Ayuk, the Cameroon midfielder. Red Bulls on a throw-in. The route for each to get here. The Red Bulls with U.S. Open Cup victories over the Atlanta Silverbacks and then the New York Cosmos. They outscored those teams 7-1 cumulatively on the way to this quarterfinal today. For Philadelphia, victories over Rochester. They needed penalty kicks to advance and then a come-from-behind win over DC United. That was a tremendous confidence builder for Philadelphia. Playing a man down, they beat DC by the score of 2-1. Connor Casey plays this ahead, too far from Maidana on the run.
What you really want to do when you're playing in this kind of heat is possess the ball. It's always more tiring to chase the ball rather than keep it. So Let's see which team does it better.
Connor Lade starting right back once again for the Red Bulls today. Ahead for a Bong. Bumps with Fabinho, the left back for Philadelphia. Red Bulls have it in the midfield. This is Felipe on the move. Will lay this off. Anthony Wallace. Suddenly placed into a prominent role in these last few weeks for New York. The Sheepshead Bay-born defender. Red Bulls play this to the captain, Dax McCarty. Lloyd Sam. McCarty again. Cleared away by Ray Gaddis. Brian Carroll giving chase for the Union. McCarty works it away. Felipe for New York. Felipe up the center of the field. Looks it go. Gives it a go. And John McCarthy with the first big save of the afternoon.
Now John McCarthy in green. He's telling Ethan White, step up and pressure the ball. Look at the run by Felipe. And here's Ethan White backpedaling. Nobody steps up to pressure it. Excellent save by McCarthy. He saw it all the way, had a good look. Felipe just trying to bend it in.
Corner kick by Kleshchin, broken up by the Union, and Maidana flicks it out wide for Casey. Opening minutes, sweltering Red Bull Arena this afternoon. Scoreless between the Red Bulls and Philadelphia Union. So glad you've joined us on NewYorkRedBulls.com this afternoon. Steve Cangelosi, Shep Messing. Guess you could say we're on loan from MSG Network today. John McCarthy has graduated through the ranks. He made that big save moments ago. He's faced the Red Bulls in the Open Cup before.
He did. He was playing for Reading United 2 years ago. Had a terrific game.
Lloyd Sam on the move here. Lays it out wide. Connor Lade got the cross away. Red Bulls earn their second corner of the match.
So many players to point out who have been doing well for Red Bull in the game in Orlando especially. Connor Lade, one of them. He's really been seamless in his insertion as a right back. And this man on the ball, Sasha Kleshchin, the wonder goal, but his overall game has been much better.
Kleshchin's goal Saturday was his third of the MLS season. Plays this, Miazga got a head on it, softly headed, and McCarthy will take this away. Damian Peronel in the middle of all that for New York.
And we were talking about it before in terms of Peronel. We got the chance to watch the replay of the game in Orlando. And for me, that was a perfectly good goal by Peronel that got called back.
Big result for New York. Kyle Larin, controversial red card. Adrian Heath, manager of Orlando City, ejected from that game. Here's Anthony Wallace for New York. Bradley Wright Phillips able to get on this. Flag stayed down. Phillips gets a shot away, and it's blocked. Wallace heads it a second time. This will be taken by the Union. Second round pick in 2012 for Philadelphia, Ray Gaddis. This is a team that went 8-3-1 in all competitions before a friendly loss to Bournemouth, which is heading to the Barclays Premier League this year, having gained promotion back in the spring. And then Toronto FC defeating Philadelphia 2-1. Jovinko, another fantastic effort for Toronto FC. So coming in on the heels of a couple of defeats today is the Philadelphia Union. Felipe from Miazga.
One of the reasons for the Philadelphia resurgence, Jim Curtin, number one, but Maurice Edu, number two. Been converted out of necessity from a deep central midfield player to one of the center backs. He's been extremely good all year. He is the captain with the armband on his field, and he's been playing that well.
And the man who breaks up that play by New York, sending Philadelphia the other way, calling for it, Maurice Edu. Maidana for the Union. Gaddis plays this back for Ethan White. Fabinho on the far side. Finds Connor Casey. His pass intercepted by Lade. Mentioned Connor Lade. That game for him Saturday was his 6th in MLS this year. Red Bulls want Wright Phillips, but the pass is too far for him. Contrast that with Lade's rookie year. He played 26 times as a rookie in MLS back in 2012. Maurice Adu for Philadelphia. That ball in the direction of Ayuk, but it's played out. Wallace and the Red Bulls on a throw-in.
Well, we're only in the 9th minute, Steve, but you could already see the team's taking a more measured approach in the heat. One thing you don't want to do is unforced giveaways.
Something of a gray area as to whether expect a hydration break in this game. Wright Phillips works it ahead. Wallace plays it across, and that's broken up by the Union. McCarty fouled on the near side. Free kick Red Bulls after the foul by Vincent Nogueira.
Yeah, two very similar type players, Vincent Nogueira and Dax McCarty, both sharp on the ball, win the ball, get forward. Now Sasha with a free kick.
Question. Headed away. Wallace got a foot on it. There's Perenelle. Top of the 18-yard box. Keeps it alive for New York, now controlled by the Union. Gaddis sees it stripped away. A bong! Pass too far for Bradley Wright Phillips. Was he in an offside position?
Yeah, I think he was, but good pressure by Abang. I really think you need to force players to make mistakes, given the conditions today.
Played to the near side. Here's Ayuk, one of the heroes for the Union in that last victory over DC. Maidana. His service finds Casey at the top of the box. Casey tried to lift one in, broken up by New York. Played back for Luis Robles. This is intentionally played away. There's a Union player injured on the opposite end of the field. John McCarthy is going over to follow up, the goalkeeper for the Philadelphia Union. But in this delay, we remind you, follow U.S. Soccer's coverage of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup on Twitter @Open Cup.
I believe it's Maurice Adu, which would be catastrophic for Philadelphia.
It is Adu wearing the captain's armband, is number 8. Matinee crowd on hand at Red Bull Arena to take in this one. Rare weekday afternoon game. You can count those, it seems, on the number one hand in the history of this franchise, 20 years going.
Now, there's so much soccer going on, Steve. You know that. The game here tomorrow night, Chelsea, Man United playing, Barcelona, Gold Cup, Jamaica, U.S. Wild summer of soccer.
Hard not to stumble into it. There are 2 games here at Red Bull Arena today. The U.S. Open Cup quarterfinal that you're watching here on NewYorkRedBulls.com. Guinness International Champions Cup game gets underway a few hours from now. Fiorentina, the Italian side, will take on Paris Saint-Germain. Some fans wondering if Zlatan Ibrahimovic will play in that game for PSG tonight.
Yeah, one of my favorite players in the world. I always wanted to see him come to Major League Soccer. That's not happening anytime soon, but he'll draw an attraction whenever he plays.
Age 33. is Ibrahimovic. Union intentionally play the ball back. Maurice Sadu given the clear. He's back on. It's 11 v 11, and we continue. In the Open Cup quarterfinal, Felipe for Wallace. Red Bulls have had the best scoring chance so far. Shot from distance by Felipe that was saved by John McCarthy. Ayuk near side for the Union. Maidana closed down, foul against New York.
We've seen it so many times when international foreign players take time to get acclimated to the league. Maidana is a player like that. The Argentine, when he came, really was ineffectual, but he's been playing well this year. Good skill on the ball.
Maidana settles that down. Wallace plays it out. Deep throw-in for the Philadelphia Union. We're in the game's 13th minute and scoreless. Gaddis with the throw-in. Ayuk gets on this. Sharp cross blocked away by Robles. Some cloud cover now. Players appreciate that. Felipe, good ball for a bong. Tries to send Sam on his way. Pass too far, and Fabinho battling Lloyd. Sam went down. It's against New York. Philadelphia will have it.
Well, the previous play, good goalkeeping again by Luis Robles. He's been doing that all year long. There was a mismatch at the back post. Connor Lade trying to mark Connor Casey, but that ball not played in the air. It played in a spot where Robles could parry it out.
Free kick, McCarthy. The goalkeeper we've heard most about for the Union is not here, Brian Silvestre, but he was never an option to play today.
He was cup tied because he's on loan from Carolina in the NASL. Had already played a cup game for them, and the Union's other goalkeeper, Andre Blake, with Jamaica for the game tomorrow night in Gold Cup against the U.S.
So hard for Philadelphia to nail that position down. They went to Raya Zamboli after the World Cup last year, invested big money. That didn't work out. Silvestre has played well for them. Here's Kleshchin on the ball for New York. Sasha works it to the near side. Anatol Abong is on this. Drifts it back. Dax McCarty works it ahead. Felipe tried to lay it off for Sam. There's a do to break it up for Philadelphia. Fabinho keeps it in. Nogueira. Red Bulls thought they had dispossessed the Union on the far side, but it came out as Sasha Kleshchin took it away.
Well, that's what Red Bull have done so well all season. High pressure, forcing the opposing back line to turn the ball over. Almost had one there.
Foul called against New York at midfield. Opening quarter hour in the books. We've had a couple of players hit the bluegrass early in this game. Slowly back up is Connor Casey.
Well, collision of two big players for that ball in the air. Matt Miazga and Connor Casey.
Maurice Sadu on the ball. Former U.S. international going over the top for Casey. That ball deflects into the arms of Robles.
That's Adu, who strikes a good ball into the area. Paranel battling with Connor Casey.
Kleshchin to Lade. Connor Lade trying to get a step on his man. Fabinho came back to help break it up for the Union. Paranel over the midfield stripe. Ayuk sees it taken away by Wallace. Red Bulls in transition. Worked out wide. Wright Phillips will get on this. Cross from BWP. Nogueira puts it on the foot of Sam. Sam into the box, turning around, shooting at a bong, and it's blocked away. Tried to scissor it. Lloyd Sam, beautiful move, shot, save made. McCarthy with another big stop.
That's a little bit of the spectacular Abang, almost with a highlight reel goal, the way he took it down. And here it is, off the chest. Adu with the block, and now John McCarthy makes the play on Lloyd Sam.
Question works it back. Here's Lade, gives it a go. Shot blocked away. It's another corner for New York.
That's a much better portion of the game for Red Bull. Sustained pressure, shots towards the goal. And Philadelphia back on their heels defending.
The question corner. Perenelle got a head on it. Loose in the 6-yard box, turning around trying to make something of that right, Phillips. It's a goal kick.
Perenelle did a good job with the glance header on the corner kick to put it right in a dangerous spot in the 6-yard box.
McCarthy to place it down. Philadelphia native, USL Pro Goalkeeper of the Year. In MLS this season, he's won once in his 5 starts before Silvestre took the bulk of the work for Philadelphia. Maidana tried to square it across off Perenelle, and the Union will have a corner. Better scoring chances to the Red Bulls so far, but we're even with 19 minutes played on this afternoon Open Cup quarterfinal at Red Bull Arena. Robles will see this ball go from shade to sun. Broken up. Nogueira for the Union. Perenelle. Wright Phillips couldn't keep it in play. Throw in for the Union. New York Red Bulls return home in MLS action on August 9th, Sunday. Crosstown rival New York City FC comes to Red Bull Arena for the team's final regular season meeting this season. For tickets, for more information, log on to NewYorkRedBulls.com or call 877-727-6223 today. Union running out of room. Red Bulls, by the way, will go for a season sweep of NYC that day. Here's Robles for New York. Red Bulls with their first appearance in the U.S. Open Cup quarterfinals today since 2010. And they fell in the Chicago Fire in that competition. Broken up here, taken by Philadelphia. Near side, Ayuk brings it down. Return pass for Nogueira. His pass through a couple of Red Bull defenders. Perenelle plays it away. Connor Casey no longer in the prime of his career, but he's still dangerous, Shep.
Yeah, especially in the air. Connor Casey has always had the ability to score goals against Red Bull, but that last ball, not a ball that you want to play into space for Connor Casey to run onto with speed. He's never going to get to that.
Red Bull throw-in, Anthony Wallace scored his first MLS goal a week and a half ago against New England. Signed in March, having an impact on the team in recent weeks. Flicked away by Wright Phillips. Sam. Pass broken up by Gaddis. Adu fights off Lloyd Sam. Continues on. You like the compete battle here. Players from both sides giving Chris Penso, the referee, business. There was no foul on anyone. We play on. Taken by the Union here. Sam in the midfield. Gives to Kleshchin. Wallace seeks out Abong. This ball drops for Kleshchin as a Philadelphia player down again. Red Bulls work it to the opposite side. No whistle. Connor Lade on the ball for New York. Able to play this back. Kleshchin, his service. Drops in the 18. Shot by Wright Phillips. He couldn't set it up, and it'll come back for a goal kick. All of that with Ethan White crumpled to the grass.
And it all started with Bradley Wright Phillips and Ethan White going to try and win that ball in the air. Now they're talking to each other, no hard feelings. Ethan White got the worst of it. Bradley Wright Phillips ended up with the ball.
Hit the midway mark of the first half. This remains scoreless between the Red Bulls and Philadelphia Union. It's the Red Bull leader in goals and assists in MLS this season. Bradley Wright Phillips, 8 goals, 6 assists. He likely won't get to the Golden Boot total of 27 from a year ago, but a different role for him this season. That was the last chance. Taken here by Abong. Anatol Abong trying to beat 2 men. Ethan White clears it away.
Well, both teams, Steve, trying to find a rhythm. Red Bull, I think, with the better of the run of play. So important, given the heat we've talked about. It'll be very hard to come back if you concede a goal.
This ball taken by Abong, trying to get a step on White. Abong with McCarthy gathering it up at the edge of the 6-yard box is snuffed out.
Well, tantalizing because the initial save made by McCarthy, but then this ball bobbling around. It was a free ball. Abong couldn't get to it. Here it is. And John McCarthy reaches out with a big right hand, pulls it in.
Matt Miazga heads it to midfield. Dax McCarty wide, brought down by Connor Lade. Kleshchin will get on this, able to control. Ethan White lost his footing, played here to Connor Lade. Whisks it into the box, and a one-timer is fired over the bar. A great chance for Anatol Abong as Jesse Marsh looks on.
We've seen the young striker, Steve, Abong. He's got the ability, he's got the size, the strength. Wicked rip, just gets under it. Not the easiest ball. Good ball played in by Connor Lade. There it is. Just gets under it a little bit, but he's in a good spot with a good look.
Abong scored 3 times in MLS this year, now 19 years of age. Noiguera did well to keep the ball in play. Philadelphia will have it on a throw-in. Mentioned the absence of C.J. Sapong due to injury. Big loss for the Union today, but that's worked out wide for Sebastian Latou, the ex-Red Bull striker, able to bring this down. Tried to cut it back, broken up by Dax McCarty. Abong had to wait for it. Anatol Abong on the offensive with Adu racing back. Abong puts the brakes on, lays it off for Sam. Pass across, Wright Phillips didn't get enough on the shot. Saved by McCarthy.
Well, that's good transition, everything there, but the final shot. Good movement of the ball, good running off the ball. And Abong really coming into this game, doing a great job. Lloyd Sam squares it over. Bradley Wright Phillips doesn't get enough on it.
He's fearless, isn't he? That's a proven U.S. national team defender going back, and Abong willing to take him on. Maidana couldn't control it. Taken here, McCarty sees it deflect away. Red Bulls will have it. Paranel for Miazga. 27th minute, scoreless at Red Bull Arena this afternoon. A berth in the U.S. Open Cup semifinals up for grabs today. Winner of this gets the winner of the Chicago-Orlando City match tomorrow. The bracket out west Sporting Kansas City versus Houston will play the winner of the other quarterfinal, which has already been decided, Real Salt Lake over the Galaxy.
And sometimes, talking about Abang, it's the innocence of youth. Not quite sure he knows he's going up against the U.S. international. The same way Kamara Lawrence played in Copa America against Argentina and Messi. Just go take people on.
Congratulations to Lawrence and Jamaica, by the way. They're in the semifinals of the Gold Cup. To face the United States Wednesday. Felipe's pass is too far for Bradley Wright Phillips. Well, the Red Bulls are getting the chances. They're controlling the play. Fact of the matter is there is nothing on the scoreboard. If you're Jesse Marsh, though, you're assessing things about a third of the way through. You happy?
Yeah, I think Jesse Marsh will be pleased. He'll want to continue to press maybe a little bit higher, but they've had the goal-scoring opportunities. I think Jesse Marsh will be satisfied in the 28th minute.
Here's McCarthy. Casey off the head, nearly got it to Maidana. Red Bulls in transition, trying to hit Philadelphia, going the other way. Dax McCarty to the foot of Sam, now played to Connor Lade. Felipe. Perenelle. No, get a pass intercepted by Kleshtin. Sasha Kleshtin back the other way. Well played by Abang to work it back. Felipe to the far side. Here's Lloyd Sam. Sam in the 18, gives it up again. Red Bulls work this out wide. Kleshtin can't get on the final pass.
Well, it's good, Steve, but sometimes you can argue maybe it's one pass too many. If you get a look at goal, sometimes not a need to make that extra pass. Have a rip at goal.
Nogueira. That ball for Letou. Slowed up just enough for him to keep it in play. Guided back, Fabinho for the Union. Against the run of play, Philadelphia trying to strike here at Red Bull Arena. Brian Carroll. Now Maidana. Gets the ball away, Letou for Casey. Casey between three Red Bulls defenders, worked it out wide. Ayuk for the Union. Plays it ahead. Gaddis will get on this. Squared it across and broken up by Perenelle. Ball drops back. Union still trying to make something of this, but Casey caught in an off-pied position. Come back the other way.
That's a good job by Perenelle. He's reading where the entry pass is going to be. He's in the perfect spot right at the edge of the 6-yard box. As soon as he saw Ray Gaddis get around the edge, he took a defensive position and made the play.
Damian Perenelle, a third of the way through this Open Cup quarterfinal. Miazga. Point in the game where the field is completely shaded once again. Wallace couldn't do well enough to keep that ball in play. Eighth year in Major League Soccer. Long road back for him. He tore his Achilles in 2012. Hardly played for 2 years, Anthony Wallace. And a pretty nice role for him in recent weeks.
Well, you look at how the season started with Roy Miller, Chris Duval, and a rotation for the outside backs. They've done extremely well.
That's Letou crumpling to the grass again. Red Bulls back the other way. Kleshtin trying to get on this. Foul in the midfield. Oh, a player on each side now is down. As a matter of fact, 2 Union players. And for the Red Bulls, that's Anatol Abang who's down.
That was Abang who collided in the midfield with Ethan White. It's Letou at the other end of the field, still on his knees. Luis Robles, former teammate, going over to console him. And the players on both teams taking this opportunity to get to the sideline, get some water, get some drink, some liquid.
Again, temperatures in the low 90s at the start of play today at Red Bull Arena. A lot of controversy about scheduling this game for the date and the time for which it is being played. I'm not sure either team prefers it this way. They looked at all of the options, including playing the game in Philadelphia, but here it is today. The Red Bulls did not want to give up this home crowd today.
No, they didn't. And this game has taken a priority for Red Bull over the always illustrious game tomorrow night against Chelsea.
Lineup reflects that today. English Premier League champions will be here at Red Bull Arena tomorrow night. Felipe. Comes here to Wright Phillips, able to play it in. Defended away by the Union. Dax McCarty at midfield. Plays it off Casey. Red Bulls will have it on a throw-in. Damian Peronel for New York. Here's Felipe. His laser in the opening minutes, probably still the best chance of the game so far.
Yeah, Steve, you're right. John McCarthy has been the difference in this first half. Diving to his left to deny Felipe, and then the kick save later on at the near post.
Off Connor Lade. Union move forward here. Fabinho had the game-winning goal in that dramatic comeback against DC United for Philadelphia to advance in this tournament. Remarkably, they did it playing with 10 after the CJ Sapong red card. Wonderful thing about single elimination. A lot of good stories and surprises in the U.S. Open Cup. Brought down here by Carroll. Controls for the Union. Worked out wide. Here comes Philadelphia. Maidana with a blast. It's off Lade. They earn the corner kick.
Steve, you just illustrated it. That's what I love about it. Any game that's a knockout game, by the nature of it, has drama. I mean, somebody's going to win, and I love that it's going to have an ending.
Talked about the Red Bulls prioritizing it. Philadelphia not having the regular season in MLS that it wants. Chance to play for the Open Cup would be tremendous for the Union in this season. Corner kick defended away. Maidana swings it in. Abong heads it out of harm's way to the foot of Lloyd Sam. He'll leave the throw-in for Connor Lade. 36th minute of the Open Cup quarterfinal. It remains scoreless, the Red Bulls and Union today. Peronel. McCarty. Now Sam. Right side. Oh, too much on the pass for Connor Lade.
Yeah, uncharacteristic. Lloyd Sam has been playing so well this year. But it's one thing I'd like to see more in this game of Connor Lade, because Lutu has really not been a factor on that side of the field. And if Connor Lade, I think he's got tons of room to overlap and help support the attack.
McCarthy. In the upper deck behind John McCarthy, about 500 traveling Philadelphia Union supporters who made the trip from the city of brotherly love. Maidana works it across. Fabinho late arriving for the Union, but on the ball here. Fabinho takes it into the 18, blocked away by Lade. Another corner for the Philadelphia Union.
Yeah, that's a good job by the man I was just talking about, Connor Lade. It was Rubinho with a similar run who got the winning goal against DC United playing a man down. So Maidana now with a corner kick far side of the field.
Red Bulls playing with fire, defending these now as Maidana will swing this out for the Union. The option to play it short is Nogueira. Swings it in, and there's a Bong defending it away. Here's Eric Ayuk for the Union. Works it across. Casey got a foot on it. Did well even to get a shot away. McCarty. A Bong using the width of the field. Here's the St. John's man, Connor Lade. No score at Red Bull Arena. Sam, far side. Return ball for Lade. Has it in the 18-yard box. Works it across, and McCarthy was able to punch it away. That was Wright Phillips making a run in front.
Oh, big stop because Bradley Wright Phillips was right there to punch it in had McCarthy not got a hand to it.
Question quickly back to the foot of Sam. Here's Sam taking on Fabinho. Shot deflected away for a New York corner.
We talked about the overlapping run of Connor Lade. There it is. John McCarthy gets to the ball first.
Sasha Kleshchin. His corner, and McCarthy up for that to control for the Union.
The big goalkeeper has made a difference this half. He's had his ups and downs. You alluded to them before for the Union. Forced into action, injured, trying to come back.
Ayuk's pass broken up by the Red Bulls. It's not just Sapong unavailable. They lost a couple of players over the weekend, Philadelphia. Andrew Wenger, Richard Marquez subbed out in that loss to Toronto due to injury and not playing today. Casey able to settle this ball down. Poked away by Lade. Connor Lade tripped up by Connor Casey, and reaching into the back pocket is Chris Penso, and it's a straight red card for Connor Casey. And there is your first major development today. Connor Casey ejected from the match.
That's a total lack of control out of frustration by a veteran player. Connor Casey lost the ball to Connor Lade in the penalty area. Frustrated, charged him down. Contact from behind, and the way Connor Lade bounced off the ground. Again, it's a foul of frustration. No need to initiate any kind of contact. I don't think it was violent intentionally. It's just a bonehead decision by Connor Casey out of the frustration of losing the ball.
So the Red Bulls up a man. Minutes remaining in this first half. The crowd applauding Lade, who's on the sideline limbering up. Right now, 10 on each side are on the field. The Union overcame a red card to C.J. Sapong in the last game to advance anyway. Not sure this is a day where you want to be a man down. Baby, it's hot outside. Wright Phillips, near side. Wallace, his cross looking for a bong. Just a touch late arriving.
Well, Abang has looked active. John McCarthy, this is all about clock management. He's telling his team, take it easy. Let's just get into the locker room at halftime with the score intact.
Connor Lade back on the field. Red Bulls are up a man late in this first half. USsoccer.com is your source for full coverage of the 2015 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Follow coverage of the tournament on Twitter at Open Cup. Sam for New York. Lade for Kleshchin. See what the Red Bulls can do with the man advantage. Anthony Wallace near side for New York. McCarty for Perenelle. Damian Perenelle. Dax McCarty. Patient approach here in the attacking third by New York. It's all on the perimeter now. Felipe for Wallace. Here's Anthony Wallace. Got the cross away. Headed away from Sam, who was waiting. To the foot of Lade. Red Bulls keep the Union pinned in here. Fans in the South Ward answering the Philadelphia supporters at the other end. Playoff atmosphere here now. Wallace sees the Union concede the corner.
Well, you talked about it, Steve. Philadelphia, New York, supporters from Philadelphia making their way here in numbers. And Red Bull Arena, always a tough place to play in if you're the visiting team.
Sasha Kleshchin exclusively on corners today. This time it's short. Sam sees that ball defended away by Maurice Adu. Kleshchin near side, keeps it alive. Wallace, 45th minute. Should have some stoppage time here. Numerous players down, plus the red card issued to Casey. Felipe's service deflects to the foot of Kleshchin at the edge of the box. Sasha guides it back. McCarty steps up. His shot blocked away.
Well, it's all sustained pressure by Red Bull right now. You're right about stoppage time. There should be considerable, but the ball in the attacking part of the field just gets something on goal.
Felipe again floats it across. Sam battling with his man, Fabinho. Couldn't keep it in. Another corner kick for New York. Only 1 minute of stoppage time in the first half.
Yeah, that's inexplicable with the number of players that were down during the first 45 minutes.
Taken here by New York, worked across. That header by McCarty is off the mark.
Dax McCarty, despite his size, is so lethal on those runs into the area. He finds a seam. He's so lethal with the ball in the air. Look at that. Finds that little space. He knows he could have done better with that header.
McCarthy and the Union will try to get this to halftime on a scoreline that's level. But the big development, Connor Casey, straight red card on a foul on Connor Lade in the first half. The Union down a man in this Open Cup quarterfinal. And that's all. The first half comes to an end. It is advantage Red Bulls, it would seem, as we look ahead to the second half. Shep, up a man.
I think Red Bull had the better of the run of play, Steve, before that red card. Now they have to take control of their own destiny. In the heat, at home, up a man with 45 minutes to go. Red Bull has to find a way to win this game.
At Red Bull Arena, no score in this U.S. Open Cup quarterfinal. The Red Bulls and Philadelphia Union. With Shep Messing, I'm Steve Cangelosi. We'll take a timeout. Enjoy the coverage on the scoreboard here at Red Bull Arena. We'll be back for the call of the second half in a few moments. Welcome back to Red Bull Arena. Moments away from the second half of this 2015 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup quarterfinal match. The Red Bulls and Union are scoreless. Let's go to the first half highlights, Shet Messing. Early scoring chances for the Red Bulls and Felipe.
Well, Felipe has time and space, hits it well, but John McCarthy, what a big play, parries it out for the corner kick. Excellent save. This time it's the Union's chance. Ayuk gets around the edge, rips that ball, trying to go across the face of the goal. Robles with the play. It's Red Bulls back with the action. Spectacular attempt by Abang. Takes it down with his chest. Blocked by Maurice Edu.
Red Bulls continue on. This is Lloyd Sam. Wright Phillips would like another crack at that.
Well, they did a good job circulating the ball, square pass, top of the area, and Bradley Wright Phillips doesn't get all of it. Red Bulls continued to attack. Connor Lade gets forward, and John McCarthy again, quicker to the ball. Excellent goalkeeping by McCarthy, denies Red Bull.
No score at halftime. The big development in the first half, straight red card, though, issued to Connor Casey. Should clarify, what you're watching on NewYorkRedBulls.com is video that's on the scoreboard here. And many times in instances of red cards or any great controversy that can incite a crowd, we make the effort not to replay that in the stadium. And thus that's the reason we haven't given you the replay of Connor Casey. It's a call perhaps that could have gone either way. But now you're Jesse Marsh. You've got 45 minutes to decide this in regulation. You're up a man. What do you think he imparted on his team?
Well, I think for Jesse Marsh, he's saying, let's pick up the pressure of the game. This is our game. They're down a man. We're at home. In Philadelphia, it's too difficult for them to say, let's pack it in at the back and hope eventually to go to penalty kicks. So if you're Red Bull, pressure the ball, use the width of the field. Look for those goal-scoring opportunities.
Maurice Edu takes down Anatole Abang to start this second half. There are no substitutions for either side. Jesse Marsh wanted a foul call. This is a mere throw-in for New York. Connor Lade, player fouled by Casey. Flicks this to Abang. Played back. Shot by Felipe. Blocked away. Ayuk clears it away for Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia, Jim Curtin, they'll adjust by playing number 10, Maidana, up in the highest point position on the field.
Sebastian Letou. Able to guide this across, controlled here. Maidana, flicked back to Ayuk, and it's defended away by Damian Peronel. Throw in for the Union. U.S. Open Cup is a knockout tournament by definition. If we're still tied after 90 minutes, there'll be two 15-minute extra time sessions. Still time after that, it would be decided by penalty kicks. Long time for the Union to play with 10. 120 minutes to get to PKs.
Well, and especially in the heat that we've talked about since the opening of the game.
Only thing that's helped is a lot of cloud cover that's been in play here since late in the first half. Ethan White guides this across, and here's Edu. Ball sent away. It's a goal kick for Luis Robles and the Red Bulls. Trying to advance to the Open Cup semifinals for the first time since 2003. That's when they lost to the Chicago Fire at Giants Stadium in the final that year. Jesse Marsh and his assistant Chris Armas were part of that Fire team that beat the Red Bulls 1-0 on a goal by Damati Ralph. Wallace plays it in. White defends it away. Dax McCarty looked up, continues on, gives to Sam now. Red Bulls shooting towards the south ward. That fan base hoping to explode. Shot by Abang, one-timed and saved by McCarthy. Oh, what a setup by Sam. What execution to get a shot away by Abang.
That's just tremendous. Good, unselfish play. Lloyd Sam turning Letou inside out, and we've talked about the youngster, Abang. Takes that ball out of the air, full volley with the right foot, and John McCarthy there to make the save.
There's McCarthy. He's had to make 2 very good saves so far today. Felipe back in the first half, and a bong there. Sebastian Letou. Good play by Miazga not to concede the corner kick for New York. The Frenchman Letou with the throw-in. Now Dax McCarty for New York. Remains scoreless in this quarterfinal. Peronel missed on a clearing chance. Here's Sam near side. Fabinho broke up his progress, played in. Sam to the foot of Sasha Kljestan. New York looking to unlock Philadelphia here. Red Bulls up a man, 11 v 10 in this Open Cup quarterfinal. That ball drops. Sam in the 18-yard box, continues on, defended by Fabinho. Able to drop it back. Connor Lade redirected, and the shot went wide. Flag up.
Oh, it's good stuff, though, Steve. Playing the ball quickly, playing the ball wide, making runs off the ball. And Lloyd Sam lays that one back. I don't see how he should have been offside on that. 2 defenders behind, but the flag was up.
McCarthy. Fabinho to the foot of Letou. Kljestan gets the pass through. Wright Phillips for Sam. Red Bulls on the offensive. Here's Lloyd Sam for New York. Kljestan works it into the 18. Broken up by Philadelphia to the foot of Nogueira. Maidana sees that tackled by Matt Miazga.
And Matt Miazga can afford to take that chance because he had 2 players covering his back, Peronel and Connor Lade.
A reminder, follow U.S. Soccer's coverage of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup on Twitter @OpenCup. Fabinho. Felipe in the center of the field gives to Dax McCarty. Near side, Sam for New York. McCarty's pass broken up. Ayuk. Referee Chris Penso says play on. Nogueira sends Wallace into a foot race and gets it away from Ayuk. Wallace for a bong. Felipe in the midfield. Connor Lade out wide for New York. Tries to get by Fabinho. Foul is called. And this time it's a yellow card issued to Fabinho of the Union.
Well, it's rare that you see a referee help a player up by extending a hand. But I think that one warranted the yellow card. Question is, did the one on Connor Casey warrant the red? But that's irrelevant right now. If you're Red Bull, you've got to find a way to get the first goal. Steve, you feel if you get 1, you could get 3. But Philadelphia is very resolute, 10 behind the ball. Vincent Nogueira talking to his goalkeeper to set up that 2-man wall.
Kljestan on the ball here. Curls it in. McCarthy is there to snatch it away before Miazga got to it at the far post. John McCarthy in a big spot for the Union. with Silvestre Cup-tied. He is the starting goalkeeper for the Union today. Couple of big saves for him. The stalemate continues at Red Bull Arena despite New York being up a man. Throw in for Abong. Anatole Abong slows it up. Works on a do. Opts to shoot and fires way off the mark.
One thing you don't want to do if you're Red Bull is be frustrated. Plenty of time, plenty of possession. I have no problem with Abong. Anytime you get that close to goal, if you're a striker, take a rip at goal.
I wonder if New York might feel some pressure as this match goes on. It's been set up for them here. Home crowd, up a man, but unable to break through. And how Jesse Marsch reacts to that. He's got some subs on the bench who can make a difference in a game. Mike Grella immediately comes to mind with the way he's been playing.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question, Steve, that Jesse Marsch right now is cool, calm, and collected. It's only the 55th minute. You start looking at 70, 75 minutes, absolutely there'll be frustration. Usually that magic number for a sub is 60 minutes. When a coach feels it's enough time for that sub to impact the game, and you mentioned Mike Grella, he's an obvious choice. Sal Zizzo as well.
Here's McCarthy. Goal kick for Philadelphia. Miazga going up for that. Fabinho into the Red Bull area. Felipe, well played by Abong to bring that ball down, but Brian Carroll sends Nogueira on his way. Terrific turn by Vincent Nogueira. Worked out wide for the Union. Letou, return pass for Nogueira into the 18, works it across and they score! Eric Ayuk! Down a man, the Union take the lead in the Open Cup quarterfinal.
You talk about a lethal counter attack. That's what we just saw. Vincent Nogueira split two defenders, took a perfect pass. Most importantly for the Union, he didn't panic. He had a shot at goal. Instead, he squared it off for Ayuk. I was saying just before, no reason to panic. There's a reason right now for Jesse Marsch to rethink what's going on.
It was Ayuk when Sapong was red carded in the round of 16, who scored the tying goal against DC United, and Philadelphia later won it with Fabinho.
And we're looking down at the sideline. Jesse Marsch just made a motion that he wants a sub, so all the subs warming up down at the south end of Red Bull Arena. Somebody's just been summoned.
Miazga, the Cameroon midfielder Eric Ayuk with the go-ahead goal for the Union. Fabinho steps up. Philadelphia in transition again. Maidana saw Robles off his line. This will come back for a goal kick. Dax McCarty for New York. Now you feel the tension. Red Bulls down a goal, up a man. You lose, you go home. That's the Open Cup quarterfinal. Matt Miazga to the near side. Connor Lade. Sam. Felipe. Here's McCarty, the Red Bulls captain. Miazga. To Lade on the perimeter. Connor Lade looks for space, got the crossaway, brought down. Sam tried to turn with it, broken up by the Union. It's a New York throw-in.
Well, it's going to be very congested in the central part of the field. Union playing with 2 blocks of 4, 8 players back. So for Red Bull, they've got to move that ball quickly, use the width of the field.
Lade able to bring this back. Here's Matt Miazga. Question. Sasha Kleshin played to Felipe. Laid. Got around Latu. His service broken up by Gaddis. Comes down. Kleshin settles for New York. Gives it back. Wallace will play it to Perenelle. All possession here for New York, but can they level the match? Unable to break through on McCarthy and the Union thus far. Sam trying to get on that. Latu gets it back, and the Union will take it and send here to Maidana, but the ball came out. Red Bulls will take it right back on a throw-in.
It's going to be Jim Curtin who's going to go to his bench first, put it in Shannon Williams.
Substitution employed now. Sebastian Latu is laboring. You saw it on the last sequence when he was trying to clear the ball away, and Shannon Williams comes in to take his place. '60th minute of the game. It's the Union, surprisingly, leading, playing down a man at Red Bull Arena. Winner of this gets the winner tomorrow between Chicago and Orlando City in the semifinals of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Kleshin, wide for Wallace. Anthony Wallace, his service. Drops behind Sam. Laid on a throw-in. Kleshin for McCarty. Dax trying to work it ahead on the pass, just a touch too strong for Wallace. For McCarthy, this would be his biggest moment of the season if he gets through these next 30 minutes. Red Bulls return home. MLS action Sunday, August 9th. Crosstown rival New York City FC comes to Red Bull Arena for the team's final regular season meeting of the year. For tickets and for more information, log on to NewYorkRedBulls.com or call 877-727-6223 today.
Steve, when you're playing a man up and down a goal, really the best advantage you have is when you don't have the ball. You can afford to high press, force turnovers. Every player has to be marked on Philadelphia when they have the ball.
Lead. Able to drop it back. Taken here by Perenelle. No one's biting fingernails yet, but New York now needs to come from behind. Wright Phillips kept it in play, but it's taken away, and Gaddis sends it back into the Red Bulls area. 62nd minute. McCarty's pass taken away by the Union, and Nogueira sends the man of the hour, Ayuk, on the left side, able to split two defenders and continue on. Look at Ayuk poking ahead, and that ball is deflected away. Red Bulls concede the corner kick.
Well, Red Bull fans remember Ayongo last year. Young Cameroonian player who was dealt up to Montreal. Ayuk played on the same club in Cameroon with him. It looks very similar in terms of his youth and talent.
What a burst by him on the goal, and in that last sequence, create the corner kick by Maidana. 63rd minute. Christian Maidana swings it out. Kleshin. McCarty Got the ball only as far as Ray Gaddis.
And Jesse Marsh has Mike Grella getting ready to come in. The question is for who?
McCarty on the ball for New York. Wallace. Edu heads it away from Wright Phillips. Maidana on the ball for the Union. Slowed up at midfield. Peronel on the ball. Wallace. Gaddis gets it away to Maidana, and that's well played off Sasha Kljestan to give Philadelphia possession of the ball. For a team playing with 10, the Union aren't doing many things wrong.
No, they're not, and that's the answer as to who's coming out of the game. Mike Grella will take Bradley Wright Phillips' position as a wide left midfielder. Abang will come out, and Bradley Wright pushes up as the target striker. Boy, the body language now, Steve, the head's hanging for Red Bull.
Throw in Philadelphia. Carroll worked across by the Union. Brought down by Fabinho. Played ahead. The fresh legs of Shannon Williams played ahead. Flag is up on the Union. And wasn't that dangerous with Maidana making a run?
Yeah, it really was. Shannon Williams made the pass. Maidana with the run. You cannot play with total abandon if you're Red Bull and give up those counter opportunities.
McCarty to the midfield stripe. Hope you're enjoying our Open Cup quarterfinal, a tense one at Red Bull Arena today on NewYorkRedBulls.com. Foul here is against Connor Lade. The Union lost Connor Casey to a straight red card in the first half, playing with 10 since then. Shannon Williams letting the more diminutive Lade know he's there.
Well, Connor Lade is never going to back down from anybody. The physical disparity on the two players for the red card, Connor Casey and Connor Lade.
John McCarthy made a couple of strong saves today for the Union. The winner to the semifinals of the U.S. Open Cup at a date to be announced in August. Edu. McCarty, first touch for Grella. Lead on the ball for New York. Felipe. Kljestan. Wallace, good ball for Grella. Mike Grella straddled the goal line and the ball came out.
We've seen it before this season from number 13. Terrific ability to beat you with the ball at his feet. That one just ran out of real estate, went in, out for the goal kick, but Grella inserting a little bit of life into the game.
McCarthy lines this up again. Kljestan nurses it back for Anthony Wallace. Lade on the ball. Good ball to McCarty. Tripped up by Nogueira. Foul and a free kick coming up for the Red Bulls. Vincent Nogueira issued the yellow card in the game's 68th minute. Is this their chance?
Well, a good little run by Dax McCarty. Nogueira clearly took him down, warrants the yellow card. More importantly, to your point, Steve, good spot on the field when you're having trouble in the run of play. It's almost always about set pieces. Remember, Sasha Kljestan works on hitting a ball with a real knuckle to it so the goalkeeper gives up a rebound. This is a good spot for him to do that.
3 in the wall for the Union. Fans in the South Ward waiting to explode. They want reason to. Can Kljestan and New York give it to them? Kljestan free kick, looking to head it was Grella. Couldn't get on it. Drops here for Wallace. Here's Anthony Wallace. His shot blocked away. Lead. Defended away by the Union.
Well, again, for me on that last play, knowing John McCarthy is in goal, yes, he's been spectacular. I don't want to see that ball carefully played for somebody to get a head on. Rip it at goal, make that ball knuckle, make him make a save.
Felipe to the near side. Kljestan couldn't bring it down comfortably. And the Union will have it. 70th minute. And the second sub employed by Jesse Marsh will be Sal Zizzo. Felipe comes out of the game.
And there's really no need tactically to play with two central holding midfielders, Felipe and Dax McCarty, because you're up a man. Philadelphia is strictly going to counterattack. That affords Jesse Marsh the ability to put Zizzo in the game with Mike Grella and Sasha Kljestan. They've got to find a way to create.
Now it looks like Lloyd Sam is moving up in a striker's role for the Red Bulls here. Grella's remaining as the wide midfielder, at least the way Red Bulls are lined up here. Taken by Perenelle. 1-0 game in favor of the Union. Eric Ayuk with the goal off a great pass and a great play by Nogueira in this second half to give 10-man Philadelphia the lead. Zizzo just entering the game, plays it across, that's deflected away. Cleaned up just in a nick of time by the Union. Ethan White got back. It's a corner. Sal Zizzo was shaken up in that for New York.
That's a wild sequence. So close. Zizzo with the run, got the ball in the area. There was some contact. No real shouts for a penalty kick, but high drama in the 6-yard box in front of the Philadelphia goal.
Training staff out to 10 to Sal Zizzo. Connor Lade gets a hydration break. So does Bradley Wright Phillips. There's Jesse Marsh looking on. His team is up a man but trailing in this Open Cup quarterfinal. Kljestan will take the corner for New York as they tend to Zizzo on the far end of the field. 10v10 for the time being. Kljestan on the corner. Deflects back, Lade. Right back to Kljestan, near side for the Red Bulls. McCarty. Oh, Kljestan was hammered at the edge of the box. Not sure the referee or the assistant got good look at it.
Yeah, no call. The flag is not raised. This was the previous play where Sal Zizzo limped off the field. Jesse Marsh, he's asking for that previous play. He's asking why there was no flag, no call. He was right, Steve, at the edge of the penalty area. I'm not sure that it was in or not, but collision between Sasha Kljestan and Shannon Williams, nothing called.
Taken by the Union. To the near side, Lade broke up the pass intended for Shannon Williams, but another Philadelphia player is down. Nogueira slowly back to his feet. Anything the Union can do here to slow up the pace of the game would be to their advantage.
Yeah, no question. What Red Bull want are rhythm, dictate the tempo, no stoppages, no fouls, and the Union want the opposite.
Williams for Carroll, gave it back to New York. 74th minute. Red Bulls have 16 minutes plus whatever stoppage time to level this, or their run in the Open Cup comes to an end today before the home crowd. And how disappointing would that be? Up a man since the game's 40th minute. Zizzo will guide this across. Ayuk couldn't get on it. Grella saves possession, played back. Wallace. Anthony Wallace. Easily broken up by Williams. Lade trying to take it back for New York. Instead, Noguera will get this back from Maidana. Throw in for New York. We're approaching the final quarter hour at Red Bull Arena. Dax McCarty in the midfield. Grella out wide. Mike Grella trying to find another gear. Gaddis did well to stay with him. Ayuk helped defending. It's a foul on Mike Grella.
Well, Mike Grella getting in the face of the young Cameroonian. You talked about slowing down the game, Steve. John McCarthy, he's made a couple of huge saves.
Stop on Felipe, first half comes to mind. Stop on Abong later in the game. From point blank, another big one. Foul is against New York. Fabinho got tripped up.
Yeah, it's frustration now, and that's something you can ill afford if you're New York. You've still got plenty of time, Steve. You're up the man, but they really haven't taken advantage of it. If you're just watching the game, you would never know they're playing a man up.
McCarthy into the Red Bull area. Guided back for Robles. Haven't heard the name Bradley Wright Phillips much today.
That's a great point, and I really think since Abong came in a month ago and Bradley Wright went back as a wide midfielder and now he's back up front, he's lost that rhythm as a pure striker. And again, a striker will always tell you what we just saw. Where's the service? Nobody finding Bradley Wright Phillips with a good ball.
McCarthy for the Union. Misplayed that. Red Bulls will take it right back. Now time very much of the essence. For the Philadelphia Union, Maidana will come out of the game. Number 77 is Fred Carrero, who comes on to take his place.
And Philadelphia, Steve, throwing in every defensive player they can. Maidana, a liability on defense. Obviously, he's an orchestrator. Both Fred and Shannon Williams, who came into the game, have played along the back four all season. Now Fred is lined up as a striker. He's Brazilian, so any of the back four can play up front. Red Bull have to find a way to find Bradley Wright.
McCarty puts it on the foot of Lade. Still time for New York. Played across, Peronel brings it down. Damian Peronel. Oh, hit the pass, and now Ayuk comes back the other way with it for the Union. He's been the man today for Philadelphia. Eric Ayuk loses it to Damian Peronel. Miazga for the Red Bulls. McCarty New York's general in the midfield. Here's Sam on the opposite side. Lloyd, Sam, much too strong a pass for Wallace. And execution today for New York through 78 minutes simply has not been there today.
Unbelievable. And the referee talking vehemently, vociferously to John McCarthy about time wasting. And McCarthy is saying, hey, not my fault. They kicked the ball away. I'm not going to run and get it.
Sun starts to peek back out now on the far side of the field. 1-0 game. The Union playing with 10 since the 40th minute. Lead the Red Bulls 1-0. A berth in the Open Cup semifinals at stake here today. Fred for Nogueira. Williams on the left side for Philadelphia. Shannon Williams for Carroll. Ayuk just lost control. Red Bulls take it. Tried to get too cute.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous mistake by a young player trying to backheel that ball when you have possession. This is all-out attack now. Attack mode for Jesse Marsh.
Looks like they'll go with 3 in the back. Peronel is out. Manolo Sanchez comes in to take his place. We haven't seen much of Manolo. Times we have, he's created scoring opportunities. His first touch, the return pass for Kleshin. Here's Sasha, gets going. Broken up by Fred. Kleshin to the foot of McCarty. Slowly back up Fred, got a rise out of the crowd. Play never stopped, taken here by Sam. Lloyd Sam cuts it back, off the left foot, headed away. Miazga to McCarty. Dax. McCarty works it across. Sasha Kleshin on the ball for New York. Grella taken away from him by the Union. And here comes Maurice Edu with a head of steam the other way. The Union captain will slow it up for Nogueira. Fred, well played into space. Time for Edu to get on it. Got a cross away, and it's broken up by Wallace. Manolo Sanchez on the ball. Going over the top. Wright Phillips, can he get on this? Works it to Sam. Lloyd Sam. Red Bulls get into the attack. Crosses up with Kleshin. He gives it back. Shot by Wright Phillips is blocked away by Gaddis and taken by Ayuk.
Well, it's panic time now. To say sense of urgency is an understatement.
Grella on the New York takeaway. They dispossess the Union. Here's Manolo Sanchez. Jesse Marsh waving everybody up from the sideline.
Yeah, and he's talking to his back line. He wants everybody up 35 yards away from the opposition goal. You've got to pin him in at the back. You're up a man, down a goal.
Kleshin gives to Miazga. Sasha Kleshin works it out wide. Sam cuts it back on Gaddis. Able to work this across. Lade trying to keep this ball in play. The battle with Fabinho. The call goes to Philadelphia. Goal kick from McCarthy in the Union. USsoccer.com, your source for full coverage of the 2015 Lamar Hunt US Open Cup. And you can follow coverage of the tournament on Twitter at Open Cup. This tournament could come to an end for the Red Bulls today unless they score. 83rd minute, they're trailing 1-0 here at Red Bull Arena in the quarterfinals against the Union. Manolo Sanchez on the move for the Red Bulls. Broken up. Terrific tackle by Fabinho to take it away. Kept in play by Lade. Works it across. Zizou on the ball. Near side, Kleshin. Gives to Manolo Sanchez. Curls this into the box. That ball off Ethan White. It'll go for a corner.
Yeah, very dangerous ball, but that's what you need to do if you're Red Bull. Don't take a man on the dribble. Put it into the area.
Far side, it's Sam. Off Grella. Headed out of play. Goal kick and more precious time ticks away for New York.
On the previous sequence, Manolo Sanchez tried to beat the Philly defender with the ball at his feet. You don't need to dribble. One touch, two touch, spread the ball around. You're up a man. That's the way you're going to find the space.
Question challenging. Dax McCarty on the ball. He was fouled. Advantage ruled. Zizzo to the foot of Sam. They're playing the attack now through Lloyd. Sam on that left side. Blocked away. Another corner kick earned by New York. Fans booing alleged time wasting on the part of the Union. We'll watch Sam. Curls it in. Miazga tried to get on it. Robles at midfield has this for New York. Connor Lade. His service, that's headed by Wright Phillips. Goal kick. Red Bulls are trying to hurry the goal kicks by McCarthy.
Well, here it is. Connor Lade looking for Bradley Wright Phillips. Very hard for him to square his hips to the goal and get that header down.
Jesse Marsh looks at his watch. 5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining in this Open Cup quarterfinal. McCarthy. Foul by Shannon Williams. Miazga plays it quickly to the foot of Wallace. Afternoon game on a Tuesday in Harrison, New Jersey. High drama in the Open Cup quarterfinals. Lade on the ball for New York. Given here to Kleshchin. Miazga. Wallace to Sam. Return pass. Wallace tried to play it back. Sam brought down by Ayuk. Quickly back to control. Able to play this across. Won't get through. Fabinho takes and cleans it up for the Union.
Yeah, Steve, I think it's too much passing. If you're New York, really, you need to just whip that ball in behind the back line, make those defenders turn and face their goalkeeper.
Pass from McCarty, able to lay it off for Grella. Now worked out wide. Here's Connor Lade, got the cross away. Take it here, headed down by Sam on a bounce. McCarthy's got it. Every pass, every dispossession of the ball so critical. McCarthy gave it away to Manolo Sanchez. Red Bulls right back on the offensive. Wallace for New York. Sam on the far side. Zizzo floats it across. Kleshchin tried to play it into space. Stepping up here. Zizzo able to control. Works it to Sam. In the sunlit part of the field, Lloyd. Sam gets the cross away. This drop. Sanchez couldn't get a foot on it as the Union clear it away. New York knocking on the door. But 3 minutes and change to level this Open Cup quarterfinal. Kleshchin tries to seek out Wright Phillips. Played to Sam on the far side. Lloyd, Sam, and the Red Bulls trying to get the match tied. Guided across. Lade brought it down. Gives to Manolo Sanchez near side. Sanchez challenges Williams. His service got by everybody. Zizzo will keep it alive for New York. McCarty's on it. Good ball. Wallace in the 18. Quickly closing him down, Ray Gaddis. Zizzo plays it across. Sanchez trying to get on it. Fabinho right there with him. It's a goal kick.
Unbelievable. It's for Philadelphia. 9 players packed into their own penalty area defending. John McCarthy again hearing it from the South Ward at Red Bull Arena, but he's allowed to do that. Clock management, the onus all on Red Bull.
McCarthy gets it away. Anyone who thought the referee would point to the spot there was hopeful. McCarty. Sam. Played here for Zizzo. Sal Zizzo controls. Fakes one cross. Played here. Lloyd Sam able to cut it back on Gaddis. Got a shot away and he fires into the third row.
Once again, though, that's a ball for me that Sal Zizzo had, and he could have whipped it into space, make those defenders turn and face their own goal. It's Jim Curtin with a strategic substitution in the 90th minute. The young Cameroonian, Ayuk, he's certainly done his job. It's a Venezuelan, Arista Guieta, been injured. He's a target striker. He's in now, Steve, just to try and hopefully for Philly alleviate pressure.
Ayuk, the man with the goal today. Will it hold up? We're approaching the 90-minute mark at Red Bull Arena.
You think back to those early saves by McCarthy. Early in the game, the shot by Felipe.
Aristeguieta trying to put this away for the Union. Waits for the trailer. That's Fred. Carroll on the ball. Works it across. Off the bar. It'll go for a corner. Five minutes of stoppage time has been added.
That's the play by Robles. 3v2.
Surely to play the corner short is the Union. Aristeguieta. And now Penso will come over, and another yellow card is issued. Fred. The Union right now just thinks this is the price of doing business. They're trying to close out the game. Taken here. Aristeguieta broken up at the last second by Miazga. Now the Red Bulls will try to catch the Union on a counter. Zizzo on the ball. Aristeguieta backtracking, broke it up, and a fine play by him to stop Zizzo's progress. They needed to be faster. Fred at midfield. Foul by Bradley Wright Phillips.
Unbelievable, Steve. Unbelievable performance by Philly. Down to 10 men in Red Bull. It's almost like when they couldn't get those early goals, they lost their hunger. Frustrating. This would be horrific, a horrific way to go out. All they need to do is find that one opportunity, the one goal.
Robles for New York. Into the attacking area of the field. Look at Miazga all the way up. Center of the field. McCarthy will take this for the Union. Second half stoppage time. The Union down to 10 men by the 40th minute of the game. Leading on an Eric Ayuk goal. Trying to advance to the Open Cup semifinals here today. Red Bulls on a throw and they need to work quickly.
Well, to me, you've got to just start lumping this ball over the top and looking for Bradley Wright Phillips.
Wallace, that's much too far. Straight to McCarthy, not what New York wanted. They might have one more shot here. Lead. for McCarty. Dax to Wallace. Sam on the ball for New York. Wallace works it across. That ball deflected. Miazga heads it into space. Defended away by the Union. Grella keeps this alive. Turnaround shot by Sam. Scores! Lloyd Sam in second half stoppage time, and we're level at 1.
Are you kidding me? Absolutely brilliant, Matt Miazga. He keeps it alive. Watch Lloyd Sam. Wow. Takes it down off the chest, the thigh, does a 180. He's clearly onside. Edge of the 6. Unbelievable. You talk about leaving it for late. The cardiac kids. What a time to get that goal.
Some were saying their prayers not far from the Passaic, and they were answered just in a nick of time. Aristegueta taken away by the Red Bulls. Sanchez getting up. Brand new ball game now at Red Bull Arena. Grella, pass intended for Manolo Sanchez is played out. Union on a throw-in. They've lost their mind in the South Ward. Kleshchin. Pass intended for Wright Phillips, broken up by the Union, collected by Noguera. Lade steps up to break up the attack. Referee Penso looks at his watch. He stops play. That is all. Regulation is done in this Open Cup quarterfinal. We're heading for extra time.
Well, if Lloyd Sam was a crowd favorite before tonight, he's always got that smile. Now he's got the huge goal that has saved his team for the moment. Nobody's thinking right now about Chelsea tomorrow night.
Two 15-minute extra time sessions to be played in their entirety. No golden goal in the U.S. Open Cup. Still level after that. We would go to penalty kicks. We talked about the mental wear on the Red Bulls as they were up a man for 50 minutes. Shep unable to break through until that last sequence by Lloyd Sam. Let's look at it from the other perspective now, the Union.
Well, Steve, this is the play that's rescued Red Bull for the moment. Matt Miazga keeps it alive, and so does Grella. Watch Grella, and nobody was marking Lloyd Sam. Ethan White had Lloyd Sam behind him. Vincent Noguera didn't pick him up. Miazga keeps it alive. Wow. Absolutely desperate defending, but you wait for that moment of magic. That's what Lloyd Sam provide. Took it down calmly under pressure, edge of the 6-yard box, did a 180, whips it in with the left foot. The psychological component you talked about, this is the team Red Bull that's energized. For the Philadelphia Union, it could be completely demoralizing.
You were on the verge, roughly a minute away, of advancing with 10 men for a second consecutive time in a knockout round. And now you have to muster up something to fight through for at least another 30 minutes on the field, and probably for that span, playing down a man.
Well, for Red Bull, though, Steve, you still got to find a way to win this game without going to penalty kicks. Philadelphia, in their U.S. Open Cup game prior to coming back 10 men down to beat DC United, beat Rochester in a penalty kick shootout. So that's what the Union are looking for. Red Bull can't let it get to that.
Moments away from extra time. The captains meet for the second time today at midfield. Dax McCarty, Maurice Adu. The summary, for those of you who maybe have just gotten home from the office and are walking into this on NewYorkRedBulls.com. The Union playing with 10 men since the game's 40th minute, a straight red card to Connor Casey. Playing down a man, Philadelphia took the lead on a very impressive goal. They caught the Red Bulls on a counterattack. Nogueira set up Eric Ayuk to make it 1-0. And then in the dying seconds of the match, Lloyd Sam, the tying goal. Jesse Marsch got in the huddle with his players. Final words of wisdom from him. Nobody knows the value of the Open Cup, or few people do, better than him. Won it 3 times as a player.
Yeah, and I think Red Bull fans love that attitude. Jesse Marsch meant what he said what he meant, and that the U.S. Open Cup, Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup trophy is one he wants to hold up.
Let me clarify, he won 3 times with the Fire. He won 4 times in all as an MLS player, Jesse Marsch. So we're ready to go. Extra time beginning on what is a very long day of soccer at Red Bull Arena.
In Philadelphia Union, they've experienced frustration before in this U.S. Open Cup last year. Almost made it to the end, went to extra time, lost to Seattle.
Teams switch sides again. Robles defending the goal in the South Ward. Extra time underway at Red Bull Arena as it's played back to Maurice Adu. Aristigueta will easily win the size battle on Connor Lade, and the foul is against New York. Players leaving it all out there in this Open Cup quarterfinal today. Aristigueta slowly, and there's Penso again, the referee, helping him back to his feet. Free kick for the Union. Whisked in, Aristigueta got on the end of it. Wide of goal, and now Robles will get the Red Bulls going here in extra time. In a furious rally to tie the game, Red Bulls have gone with 3 defenders. Now the match level, and a lot of games still in front of them. Zizo. McCarty to Grella. Dax whisks it out wide, controlled here. Manolo Sanchez smack into the defender there. Union able to get it to the foot of Carroll, who works it away for Philadelphia. Nogueira slowed up, spinning away from traffic. Well done by the Frenchman Nogueira.
Well, once again, though, if you're Manolo Sanchez, you don't want to be dribbling and losing possession. Make the ball do the work.
Zizo back on it for the Red Bulls. Able to float it across. Headed into space by Sanchez. Grella with time to get on this for New York. Here's Mike Grella. Edge of the box blocked away by Carroll. Lead. Sanchez far side. Got the cross away. Hammered down by McCarthy. Wallace tracks back, denies Aristigueta. Question on the ball for New York. That's generally a good thing. Grella works it ahead. Finds Wright Phillips. BWP in the 18. Gaddis there to defend him. Wright Phillips tried to play it back to Grella, top of the box, but intercepted.
Well, again, you've got to get back in transition, not allow the counter. Aristigueta is a big, strong target player, the Venezuelan international.
It's hot. He's giving it all he has. Aristigueta seems to be on the field roughly every 5 minutes.
Well, Jesse Marsh wants a goal, and Jim Curtin on the other side wants penalty kicks.
Nogueira plays it back. I can tell you that if it is indeed only 5,000 here this afternoon on the weekday, it's loud. The stadium has that magic to it. Pass for Aristigueta, broken up by Anthony Wallace. Taken here by Sam. Lloyd Sam, well done to avoid the tackle attempt by Fred. Now gets it back from Grella. Lade gets on the end of this. Here's Kleshkin. Ahead for New York. Red Bulls play it to Lloyd Sam. Their miracle man in second half stoppage time who tied it. Kleshkin. Needed somebody on the end of that service, and instead it's a McCarthy goal kick.
Well, again, though, that's an opportunity. I'd prefer to see Sasha Kleshkin take a rip at goal. I know he's far from goal. We saw the goal he scored the other night in Orlando. Make the goalkeeper make a play. Sasha Kleshkin hits a ball with velocity and movement, which is a nightmare for a goalkeeper.
Brought down Aristigueta and played by the Union. Nogueira. Here's Fred. Challenged by Sam. McCarty helps dispossess the Union. Now the Red Bulls play it back to their captain, Dax McCarty. Worked out wide. Sam is on the ball here. Lloyd Sam. Good ball. Zizzo gets on it. Sal Zizzo. Cross attempt broken up by Philadelphia. It's a miracle no one's really cramped up today. Not much of a break in the weather from the weekend, we can tell you that.
And they really haven't played at a slow pace, Steve. It's been remarkable.
Lade on the ball, taken here. Kleshkin. Red Bulls seek the go-ahead goal for the first time today. Here's Sam. Foul by Fred. Free kick coming up for the Red Bulls. I think he's going to have the night off against Chelsea. Just a guess.
Well, let him come in the 89th minute against Chelsea just so he could swap jerseys. He deserves it.
Quick restart taken here. Sam worked it across. Not sure he knew he had a lane to shoot. Collected here by Connor Lade. Lade will take on Carroll. Connor Lade, well done. Brought down by Miazga. They get it back to Matt Miazga. Can he settle and shoot? That's blocked away. Red Bulls earn a corner. It was off Ethan White.
Yeah, how much would Matt Miazga have loved that one to go in? Very similar play to the setup that Matt Miazga had for the Lloyd Sam goal. This one deflected out.
Kleshkin, corner from the near side. Union can't clear it away completely. Wallace plays it in. McCarty tried to head it into space, brought down by New York. Zizzo is on the ball. Gaddis trying to stay with him. Instead, Manolo Sanchez out wide for the Red Bulls. Here's McCarty, plays it in, got by everyone, collected here by Sam at the edge of the 6-yard box. Shot by Wright Phillips, hit his own teammate. Rebound Miazga, that's blocked away and cleared by Carroll. Oh, what a chance for the lead.
Absolute chaos in the Philadelphia penalty area.
Sanchez on the ball for New York. He's been a handful since coming in. Gets the cross away. Loose, and Edu gets it away to Nogueira. Manolo Sanchez is a player.
He really does look good, Steve, because he's got that size, strength, explosion off the dribble. That's the previous one. Bradley Wright Phillips hits Mike Grella. And Miazga again lurking in the penalty area. Can't get it on goal.
McCarty to the foot of Sasha Kleshin and played back by New York. Zizzo for the Red Bulls. We're in the first extra time session at Red Bull Arena. 1-1 in this U.S. Open Cup quarterfinal match. Grella, after dispossessing the Union, chance blocked away and taken by Shannon Williams. Williams got by Connor Lade, continues on. He has Aristegueta with him. Red Bulls need to get back. Miazga. Nogueira on the offensive for Philadelphia, fouled by McCarty. Free kick Union. This is dead on and a scoring chance here for Philadelphia.
Yeah, a little bit of scuffling for the ball. Robles doing a good job. He's focused on how many players he wants in the wall.
Nogueira is getting over the free kick. The Union down to 10 men since the game's 40th minute and a red card issued to Connor Casey. Nogueira steps up, blocked away. Manolo Sanchez. Sam won't get there in time to save possession for New York. Ten minutes into the first extra time session. A brief break and then we continue. Gaddis, the throw in for the Union. Aristegueta. Played back to Robles, under pressure and got rid of it just in time. Played ahead, brought down. Sam trying to send Wright Phillips on his way. Wright Phillips got it away from the goalkeeper McCarthy. Still trying to control his McCarthy. Caught out of his goal. Grella looks at goal, floats it wide, and a diving John McCarthy had no idea or frame of reference where the goal was behind him. The ex-keeper, feel for him, I know.
Oh, that's the worst feeling in the world for a goalkeeper, because what's the man in green? He is stranded, does a good job to come back, and right now, he's got no idea where the goal is. He's flying like that ball's going in the upper 90. Could laugh about it only tomorrow if the game ends up okay. He's kept his team in the game with a couple of huge saves.
For those of you who have not been with us for the entire day on NewYorkRedBulls.com, he made a spectacular save on Felipe pretty early in the match. A lot's happened since then, including a Lloyd Sam goal at the death in the second half to send this to extra time. That's off Ray Gaddis. Red Bulls have it on a throw-in. Miazga to Connor Lade. Kleshin to McCarty. Patient build-up by the Red Bulls here. Zizzo for Mike Grella. McCarty gives to Kleshin. Sam played to Wright Phillips. Tried to deliver a pass to Grella. Fans wanted a handball. Don't get the call, but Grella's shot is saved by McCarthy.
That's frustration. They're buzzing all around the penalty area. Tandem of Lloyd, Sam, and Bradley Wright Phillips. Fred on the ground. The referee says play on, and the final shot saved by McCarthy.
Sasha Kleshin on the ball. Over the midfield stripe for New York. Winner of this match plays the winner of Chicago, Orlando City, the quarterfinal to be played tomorrow. Zizzo on the ball. Makes his move on Gaddis. Sal Zizzo able to control. Broken up by the Union, but the call goes against the Red Bulls. This is coming back the other way.
Yeah, I didn't see it. The referee and assistant referee on the near side of the far side of the field were pointing to it. Salzizo can't believe it. Philadelphia obviously in no rush to get this ball in play.
John McCarthy places it down. Here's the last chance again.
Well, they had blown the whistle before Zizzo got around Gaddis.
McCarty. Red Bulls trying to take the lead for the first time today. Playing 11 v 10 since the 40th minute of the game. Sam. Back for McCarty. Gives to Kleshin. Sasha Kleshin steps up, shoots, it's blocked away. Aristigueta battling with Wallace. Union desperately needs some possession here. They've been chasing for the longest time. Aristigueta trying to beat his man, Anthony Wallace. Slowed up just enough. Aristigueta still going. Foul against Philadelphia. Aristigueta staring down the assistant referee on the near side. Back comes New York. Sam, the man of the hour, into the attacking third, puts the brakes on, tries to spin away from Williams. Lloyd, Sam, Manolo Sanchez, his cross broken up by Adu. It's a corner kick. Will the Red Bulls get to take it? The first extra time session has come to an end.
Well, it's wild, Steve, and we talked before the first session. It's Red Bull that want to find that winning goal. Philadelphia will be very satisfied the way that first 15 minutes played out. Jim Curtin would raise his hand right now and take penalty kicks. Not the same for Jesse Marsh.
What we've seen today, 105 exhausting minutes in some sweltering heat in New Jersey. Mike Grella has scored 5 big regular season goals for New York this year. Can he be the hero? Might it be the Golden Boot winner from last year, Bradley Wright Phillips?
You talked about it before, though, Steve. Bradley Wright Phillips is not getting the same kind of service that he's used to. Now, again, is it going to be difficult in a game like this? Knockout game, 90 degrees, you're in extra time. But ever since Abang has succeeded, the service to me has been different to Bradley Wright Phillips. We don't call his name enough.
Lloyd Sam being stretched out. Again, admirable today that the guys have gone the way they have. The stoppages to tend to injured players or cramped up players have been minimal. Sebastian Letou left with a nick about an hour ago. Beyond that, everybody's really fought through this today on both sides. It's been such a battle to watch today.
And again, if you ask any Red Bull supporter, what do they care more about? A game against Chelsea or this U.S. Open Cup match? Taking nothing away from Chelsea, it's just the scheduling ended up being horrific. Do you want to play an off-season friendly against Chelsea at Red Bull Arena? Absolutely. But in the middle of a congested schedule between league play, U.S. Open Cup play, it just seems silly to try and squeeze these games in.
Well, if you want to take a guess at the Red Bull starting lineup tomorrow night against Chelsea, start with everybody who didn't play today and then fill in blanks as best you can. We'll see Roy Miller in that game. We'll likely see Kyle Rainish maybe play all 90 minutes of that game for New York in goal. Carl Ouimet back from the Gold Cup. But here we go, a big 15 minutes before us, and if it's not solved in that span of time, we'll go to penalty kicks to decide a place in the Final Four of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. The Union huddle up. McCarthy on one end, Robles on the other.
You gotta love Lloyd, Sam. He just looked up and he thought the ref was going to blow the whistle, and John McCarthy was 30 yards out of goal, and he turned around like he was going to strike it on goal. He plays with such a joy, and this has been his best year in MLS.
McCarty on the ball for the Red Bulls. Extra time continues now at Red Bull Arena. Connor Lade on the ball. Miazga for Kleshchin. McCarty. Manolo Sanchez worked out wide. Here's Connor Lade on the ball. Lade cuts it back on Fabinho. Cross blocked away. Goal kick for the Union.
Yeah, both Connor Lade and Fabinho knew it. Initially blocked by Fabinho, but bounced off of Connor Lade.
The Union have done well to get it this far. Second straight game, they've been reduced to 10 in the Open Cup. They survived the suspension, or the ejection, I should say, of C.J. Sapong in the last game, suspended for this one, to advance past D.C. United, trying to buck the odds again today against New York. Foul against the Union. Miazga gets the Red Bulls started. Here's Dax McCarty. Lade. Pass just too lazy, broken up by the Union. Aristegueta. Freshest set of legs the Union have on the field is number 18. Mistake by Miazga. Aristegueta couldn't put it past Robles. Oh, a near disaster.
Oh, Matt Miazga just put his right hand up in the air to say, my bad. And the best saves by goalkeepers aren't always spectacular. That was huge by Robles.
McCarty for New York. They dodge a bullet on one end, see what they do on the other. Here's the Red Bulls captain, gives to Connor Lade. Lade plays it across, headed away by the Union. Grella gets on this. Zizzo. Back for Grella. Sal Zizzo for New York. Manolo Sanchez. Little give and go. Sanchez brings it down, shoots, and he fired wide. In the first Open Cup win for New York over Atlanta, the goal scorers were Sam, Zubar, and Davis. Against the Cosmos, Kleshchin, Zizzo, Abong, and Grella. Today it was Sam, in dramatic fashion, to tie it. Will someone have the game winner here, or will it be penalty kicks? McCarthy, goal kick. Brought down by Carroll, settled down by Lade. Do you see fatigue setting in now at all?
Yeah, I really do, and I think Dennis Hamlet and Jesse Morris know it, because when the ball is at this end of the field, Red Bulls, they're pointing back to Wallace and Matt Miazga saying, look, you can't get caught tired legs. I want somebody always back.
Here's Dax McCarty for New York. Gives here to Kleshchin. Sasha out wide. Connor Lade plays it into the box. Sanchez, cross broken up. A corner for the Red Bulls. You see 18:50 on the clock. Those watching on NewYorkRedBulls.com. That's 18:50 into extra time.
Jesse Marsh pointing to Luis Robles to have him come all the way up to the midfield stripe.
Kleshchin. His service broken up by the Union. Carroll got a foot on it, and that's all. Played all the way back and collected here by Anthony Wallace. Sam to Miazga. Zizzo whisks it in, settled down, Wright Phillips couldn't pull a trigger on a shot. Grella for Zizzo. Zizzo sends Sam on his way. Two Union defenders converge on him. Sal Zizzo able to collect. Zizzo tries to shoot. This is loose in the 18. Sanchez hit the post! Red Bulls stay on it. Taken here by Sam. New York stays with it. Chance for Wright Phillips to redirect, but a stoppage and a goal kick coming up for Philadelphia.
Oh, my goodness. Sanchez. Wow. What Sanchez. Has a wide open net. Elected to try and go near post.
The original signal was a goal kick. This is a corner now that's been awarded to New York. Swung in, Aristeguieta defends it away.
And it's one of the reasons Aristeguieta's in the game as well, not just attack. He's their best player in the air, so number 18, the redhead, he'll be back defending.
Zizzo on the far side to the top of the 18-yard box. Carroll was there for the intercept, taken by the Union. Pass collected by Lade for New York. Red Bulls right back on the offensive now as Dax McCarty steps up, gives the ball to Grella, played into the box. Wright Phillips trying to get on it, but defended away. Brought down, controlled by Zizzo, gives here to Sam. Played across, the Union on their heels now. Fabinho will clear it away. Red Bulls playing 11 versus 10, and they're winning most of the battles now for possession of the ball. Kleshin guides it out wide. Here's Lade. Will he challenge Fabinho? Tried to nutmeg him. Fabinho stayed with him. Ball deflects away. Stays in play. Controlled by Kleshin. Sasha tries to get it in to the foot of Grella. Taken away by Nogueira, and Aristeguieta back to Vincent Nogueira, who at the very least will kill some clock here for the Union. Broken up by New York, and it's a throw-in.
Well, you know that expression, Steve, the tired legs make mistakes, and players on both teams taking a beating because of the conditions.
Aristeguieta in the corner, battles with Miazga. Slowed up by Matt Miazga. Union fans on the north end of the stadium were looking for a foul call there. Got a rise out of them. Red Bulls have possession here. About 7.5 minutes away from penalty kicks unless someone scores a goal. Question from McCarty. Dax works it ahead. Grella. Zizzo on the ball, works it across. Lade. Plays it in. Sam into space. That shot save made by McCarthy. Manolo Sanchez got a foot on it.
Manolo Sanchez is going to have nightmares if this game doesn't end right. Once again, it's Lloyd, Sam to keep it alive. High degree of difficulty for Sanchez on that one. Not an easy look.
Here's Lade for the Red Bulls. McCarty on the ball. 1-1. Extra time in this Open Cup quarterfinal. Continues at Red Bull Arena. Question. Wallace lets it go. Sam collects. Return pass for Wallace broken up. Pressure by Sam trying to keep possession, and he does. Question on the ball. Works it ahead. Sasha heads it to Connor Lade. Sanchez to McCarty. Lade, quick cross, kept it on the ground. Grella turns, shoots, save made by McCarthy. Still alive in the 18, flicked away by Fabinho. John McCarthy has been terrific in the match for Philadelphia.
Incredible saves by the goalkeeper, McCarthy. quick little give and go, the entry pass, and that's just pure reflexes. The kick save with the right foot.
Anthony Wallace at the midfield stripe. Question. New York trying to put this to an end. Wright Phillips in the 18. Broken up by the Union. Nogueira gets it away. Aristigueta gets around Miazga. Good recovery by Matt Miazga. Possession here will be to the Philadelphia Union. Jesse Marsh arguing the call to no avail.
Well, it was right in front of Jesse Marsh. He's got a better look than we do.
Gaddis throwing. Settled down by Mike Grella. Union trying to hold on and get this to penalty kicks. Manolo Sanchez lays it off for Grella. The give to Lade. Question. In traffic, taken by New York. Wallace comes out of the scrum with it. Given to Lade. Return pass for Wallace. Can he get there in time? Aristigueta just needed to stop play. Played out. Throw in New York. Sam on the near side to Connor Lade. New York looking for late magic again. He curls this in, and McCarthy there to grab it.
I think Connor Lade has had a great game, but Connor Lade has too much of the ball. He's not the player you want to see, and Philadelphia knows that. So they're overplaying. They want to take it away from Lloyd Sam and Sasha Kleshin.
Wallace on the ball. We've played 117 minutes in total. Extra time of this quarterfinal. Will it go to penalty kicks? Taken by Kleshin. Zizzo pass broken up, right back to Sasha Kleshin. Gets around Carroll, works it away. Zizzo is on this. Sal Zizzo converged on by two Union players. Fred clears it away. Wallace gets it right back into the attacking third. Now Dax McCarty. Played ahead. Laid off by Manolo Sanchez. Taken away by the Union. Slowed up by Nogueira. In the midfield, and a hard foul there by Matt Miazga. Yellow card for Matt Miazga in the 118th minute.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. Warrants the yellow card. More importantly, kills clock, and that's not what Red Bull wants.
Free kick to the Union. Field now completely covered in shade, unlike the start of the game 2.5 hours ago. Aristigueta battling with Miazga, who has to let up, having just gotten the yellow card. That's another foul against Miazga. Free kick in a dangerous spot here for the Union.
Yeah, that's a young player. Walk away, Matt. There was another sequence earlier in this overtime, extra time, where Miazga was tangled up with Aristigueta, and he's got to walk away.
The Union with a chance to stun New York in extra time. Nogueira plays it in. Oh, that ball bounced. Fabinho couldn't get on it. Flag did go up. And let's see if there's time for the Red Bulls here to end this before penalty kicks.
Well, it's been excruciating, Steve. You talked about controlling your own destiny. When you went a man up, you had to scramble to get the equalizer. maybe poetic justice that it goes to penalty kicks.
McCarty gives here to Sam. Sam able to curl it in. The header slapped away. Rebound is put home, but the flag went up. Offside against New York. Bradley Wright Phillips, for a split second, thought he had won it.
We've had a little bit of everything. There was no question. The assistant referee immediately had the flag up. Reflex save by the goalkeeper McCarthy on the initial header.
McCarthy. Maurice Sadu under pressure from Sam. Able to get rid of it. We've played 120 minutes. A little more on top of that, apparently. Connor Lade. Maybe a last hope for New York to end this before PKs. Lade on the ball. Able to curl it across. It bounces for Grella in the 18-yard box. Grella's on it, plays it back. Zizzo with a chance, deflected away. A corner kick is earned. Chris Penso looks at the watch. The Union are arguing. There's no time for this. Referee disagrees. Final chance here for New York, likely. Grella on the corner. Miazga works it back. Fans are yelling shoot for Connor Lade. Able to pump it out wide. Here's Grella once again, but that's all. Time has expired. And this U.S. Open Cup quarterfinal, an exhausting one at Red Bull Arena, to be decided by penalty kicks.
Unreal, Steve, in terms of the drama. Excruciating, painful, dramatic, this game. We could have easily seen it with the shots on goal, with a man up, this being a 3-1, 4-1 game. Red Bull with a miracle goal at the end of regulation stoppage time to send it to extra time. And now the ultimate agony and the ecstasy, penalty kicks.
Late chances by New York in their quest to win the game.
That's the one from Sanchez. Ripped it off the post. Sal Zizzo with the initial shot bounces off Maurice Sadu. Actually, John McCarthy did a good job covering that. Not as wide open a net as I originally thought. They had so many opportunities to close this thing out, but a very resolute Philadelphia Union team.
Dennis Hamlet and Jesse Marsh concocting the order for New York. Jim Curtin doing the same for Philadelphia. Union have advanced via penalty kicks once in this tournament already. It's back in the fourth round, defeating Rochester, game that was scoreless for 120 minutes. The Union got through, beat DC United to play the game here today. Luis Robles, this season in MLS, has faced one penalty kick. The opposition scored on it. McCarthy has spent the last 2.5 hours perhaps building his confidence for this moment.
Yeah, and McCarthy in that U.S. Open Cup game that went to penalty kicks, he played in that game against his former team, the Rochester Rhinos, and made huge saves in the penalty kick shootout. But we talked about it, and you've seen it so often, Steve. The onus, the pressure, not on the goalkeepers. Robles, huge. McCarthy has confidence. All the pressure in the world is on the players stepping up to take it.
The winner to the semifinals of the Open Cup to play the winner of the Chicago-Orlando City quarterfinal that takes place tomorrow in Chicago. What's being said here?
And really, it's just, there's not much you can say, right? The players know who's been designated to step up and take it. They don't need a tactical talk. Jesse Marsh, in all likelihood, is just saying, no matter what happens on the first kick, on the second kick, stick together, keep your head up. This is our game. What else can you say? Not about tactics now, it's about individuals under pressure.
The Union will shoot first. The game to be decided in the south end of the stadium where the Red Bull supporters clubs always gather en masse, even for a Tuesday afternoon game. They've gotten their money's worth this afternoon. This has been epic. It's been fun to watch. And one of these teams will go home a hard luck loser today after 120 exhausting minutes. Well, Robles walks away, and I'll reverse what I said earlier. It's the Red Bulls who are going to shoot first. Bradley Wright Phillips is first up for New York.
Yeah, good sportsmanship. The goalkeepers hug each other, shake hands. It's Bradley Wright Phillips up first. Always some debate. What would you rather do? Be the first or the second, knowing you need to know what to do?
Wright Phillips was perfect on penalty kicks in the regular season until missing 2 in one game 3 weeks ago. He is 8 for 10 in his MLS career. He's never taken one in the Open Cup. He will now to get us started.
And the mind games, referee arguing with the goalkeeper. McCarthy wants to talk to him. McCarthy telling him, I can stand behind the line if I want. Actually, that's not the case. He's got to have both feet on the line. He can move laterally, can't move off the line.
You suspect he knows that. Let's see if the plan to freeze Wright Phillips works. BWP. Off the bar! Look at McCarthy's reaction.
You talk about a bad way to start a penalty kick shootout. You just saw it. You mentioned confidence, Steve. The misses by Bradley Wright Phillips. And this one, never had a chance, just ripped it too hard. He knew it as soon as he hit it.
Shannon Williams, the first shooter for Philadelphia today. Williams gives the Union the lead after round 1.
All about percentages, probability for goalkeepers. You could look at the approach, the angle of the run, the inside of the knee. How many times a right-footed shooter, 70% of the time, will not shoot across his body. But all of those things, a goalkeeper has to factor in a split second.
Dax McCarty up next for New York.
And in the end, it's an educated guess by the goalkeeper and all about calm under pressure for the shooter.
The Red Bulls captain shoots and he scores.
That's beautifully taken, rip with velocity. McCarthy guessed the right way, but anytime you hit the ball with velocity and it catches side netting, no way the keeper's getting it.
Now on Philadelphia's second attempt. Can Luis Robles make the stop to get even? Vincent Nogueira steps up for the Union. He shoots and he scores. Goes top shelf on Luis Robles.
Well, if you hit the ball well, you could tell the goalkeeper where you're going to put it. You could point to the spot. No goalkeeper in the world is going to get a hand on that one.
Mike Grella steps up for the Red Bulls. The Union with a 2-1 lead, the first 2 rounds complete. The Long Island native for New York. What confidence. The simple chip down Broadway.
We've talked about it before, you and I, Steve. The percentages, the probability are all for a shooter to do just what Mike Grella did. Take it softly right down the middle, because the goalkeeper's going to guess one way or the other. The reason players don't do it is because they're afraid how bad they'll look if they miss it.
The Union captain is Maurice Sadu, third shooter for Philadelphia today. Here's Adu stepping up, and he scores. Union with a 3-2 advantage. 3 rounds complete in the penalty kick shootout.
Well, Adu has the confidence to approach the ball slowly, look to see which way Robles is going, and put it the other way.
Here's Lloyd Sam for New York. Sam steps up, shoots, and a save made by McCarthy. No goal. It straddled the goal line for a moment, but never fully crossed.
Assistant referee is by the post in a perfect spot to see it. The question is, did it break the entire plane of the goal? No. Goal line technology here. It's all about the assistant referee and the referee.
The Union can win it right here with Fred.
Absolutely gut-wrenching.
Robles needs to make the stop. Fred steps up, shoots, saved by Robles, keeps the Red Bulls alive.
You talk about pressure. How about that by Robles? Guesses correctly. Huge saves by both goalkeepers. Robles had to make that play or it was over. Came up with the save.
Sasha Kleshchin must score for the Red Bulls to continue. 5th round of the penalty kick shootout. Here's Sasha Kleshchin. Steps up quickly, shoots and scores. And now Robles needs to do it one more time to get it level.
Well, you want drama? We've got drama. Sasha Kleshchin buries it. Now it's one more time.
The last player to come into this game, Fernando Aristigueta. That was back in second half stoppage time. If he scores, he puts the Union through to the Open Cup semifinals. Aristigueta steps up, shoots, he scores! The Union come to Red Bull Arena and playing with 10 men on their way to the Final Four of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. What a victory for Philadelphia, and the Red Bulls' run in the tournament comes to an end.
Well, we talked about this U.S. Open Cup taking meaning. You want emotion, you want drama. Absolutely heartbreaking for Red Bull. Kudos to them. They played their first team. Their fans were here, but what an effort by the Philadelphia Union. Down a man You would think when they gave up that late goal to Lloyd Sam, they would have put their heads down. Great sportsmanship by Jesse Marsh. Looks like tears in the eyes of Mike Grella. That's how much these players care.
Red Bulls took 5 opportunities in the shootout. They missed on 2 of them. The Union score on 4 of their 5 attempts. Jim Curtin, coach whose team got off to a shaky start, and some believed he was on shaky ground. His team is 2 wins away from getting a trophy.
It's incredible, and the job some of these young coaches have done in Major League Soccer. Jim Curtin with Philadelphia, Jesse Marsh. I love the attitude, I really do. In all the years, Steve, we've been broadcasting, it's what the fans want. If you're in it, be in it to win it.
Our match highlights today. What seemed like hours ago, because it was, Felipe's chance saved by McCarthy.
Well, omen of things to come for John McCarthy in goal for Philadelphia. Red Bulls pressured. How about Abang with that play? McCarthy and the Union under pressure all night. And McCarthy was making the plays.
Lloyd Sam for New York.
Another terrific game by Lloyd Sam. But this against the run of play. Vincent Nogueira, 2v1, slots it over to Ayuk. And they were caught sleeping, Red Bull. They got punished for it. No chance for Robles. And again, down a man, up a goal. You didn't think Philadelphia could hang on.
Miazga and the Red Bulls now battling their way back. And this, the magic moment from Lloyd Sam to tie it.
Well, we talked about Lloyd Sam. He was a crowd favorite before this game. Heroics here, almost at the final kick to save it for Red Bull. And you would think going into extra time, they had all the emotion, the momentum on their side. And they did. They had opportunity after opportunity to find a way to get the game winner. They just couldn't find it.
Manolo Sanchez off the post, one of their best chances. Then more in extra time. Grella, what a save by McCarthy.
Yeah, pure reflexes. A good 360 by Grella. Kick save by McCarthy. And then the ultimate agony penalty shots.
Luis Robles made the one save. Kleshchin kept them alive, but this is what would end it. Aristigueta.
So painstakingly difficult for the home team. They gave it everything they had, but Philadelphia, what a victory for them.
At Red Bull Arena, hope you've enjoyed our coverage of this U.S. Open Cup quarterfinal. On the scoreboard here, they're promoting the other match tonight at Red Bull Arena. Guinness International Champions Cup, Fiorentina and PSG. Red Bulls have Chelsea tomorrow night. And Saturday, July 25th, against the Richmond Kickers, Red Bulls 2. We're going to wrap it here on NewYorkRedBulls.com.